So we're maybe 10 degrees cooler right now than we were this time yesterday, and you really feel the difference.
You do.
It's a big difference. And I also can tell we're in a quiet weather pattern when neither you want to talk to me more than normal.
I believe we just fought to
Yes,
talk
of
to
course.
you.
That's usually you're like that Spider-Man meme where it's the two Spider-Mans pointing at each other back and forth over and over again. But you're right. And I think, guys, especially along the coast this afternoon, we dropped to the mid and low 50s, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we've been kind of cruising in the 70s for a while, so it feels cooler. We got to 58 in Portland officially, 60 in Bangor. Rangeley's thermometer is broken. Apparently, that's a new development, but most of us in the 50s. We had some clouds bubble up this afternoon. We had some haze that you probably have heard by now was actually smoke from wildfires in Western Canada. We'll do a little of that tomorrow, too. So if you see kind of milky skies, they don't even look like cirrus clouds. That would be the smoke from the wildfires there, just carried in on the jet stream. We have a frost advisory tonight over southern coastal Maine and into the mid-coast. It's going to be colder actually inland, but the growing season hasn't started there, so they don't put frost advisories out before the growing season starts. Otherwise, you'd be issuing one every night during the winter, right? And that wouldn't really work out. I'm not particularly bullish on tonight's temperatures, though. I think we're going to end up probably in the mid-30s as opposed to getting down to freezing. But if you've got sensitive plants, I don't know what that means, but plants that might have trouble with these temperatures, bring them inside into the mountains. It will be probably freezing or a little bit below. Tomorrow we get back to where we've grown accustomed to so quickly, which is 70 to 75 by tomorrow afternoon. We start in the 50s. Here we are tomorrow later in the day. A few clouds over northern Maine. Most of us, though, sunny. And then we make a run at 80 on Thursday because we're able to start in the upper 50s. So that chance at 80 happens in the afternoon on Thursday. Isolated sprinkle maybe over York County. Most of us, though, are going to be dry and pleasant and borderline hot. There's a lot of argument about where hot starts, but 80, is reasonable at least. And I think we'll get there in Portland and Lewiston, upper 70s elsewhere into the mountains, into the mid 70s. So it'll be a really warm day. And then even Friday's actually pretty warm as we wait for this front that will give us some pop-up showers and storms Friday afternoon. But I think the feeling will still be pretty summery because it'll be so mild ahead of it and even during any showers that happen. Weekend looks good. We'll start with a little bit of cloud cover maybe Saturday morning, but should clear out Saturday afternoon. And then Mother's Day looks quiet and sunny. So just be aware that 74 is kind of a late breaking 74 on Saturday, I think. Might start with a few clouds hanging around. But the weekend overall is good, and we have been spared one additional day on Monday, which has gone from a cold rainstorm to nice. And we'll just see where we go after that because it's a front around for mid next week. But nice stretch of weather, no matter how you slice it.
Big change.
Oh, that'll feel really nice. Yeah.
The 80 is, like I said, I'll allow calling it hot at that exact temperature.
Moan and groan a
Anything
little bit.
under? Nope.
Okay. Hope Todd's listening again. All right, Keith, thanks.